broadcasting live via the Patriot Media Network in the Patriot Addiction studios. Greetings and welcome. It is currently 74 degrees here in the fort. Got scattered rain showers on the radar off to our west. Pretty good showers up north. The whole Midwest got a little something going on. Wisconsin, Illinois, Missouri. Michigan, Ohio. Even some rain off on the East Coast, south of New York City, going all the way down to the Carolinas, down to Georgia. A little rain, good thing. Too much is not. Partly cloudy tonight, going down to 61 degrees. Tomorrow, high of 82, 30% chance of storms, going down to 60. Sunday looks like a nice day, mostly sunny, 81 degrees. Monday, partly cloudy, high 82, both days low in the 60s. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week, we have a 40, 30, 30, 40, 30% chance of rain. Highs around 80. Lows around 60 in the lower 60s. That's what's coming our way for the week ahead in weather. Now on to the news. Dateline, Paulding, Ohio. A nearly 33-year-old murder case, only recently reopened, may finally have been solved with the arrest of the victim's ex-husband. Friday afternoon, Paulding County Sheriff Jason K. Landers issued a press release to announce that Stephen G. Knopfsinger, 58, had been arrested following a grand jury murder indictment for the killing of Alma Knopfsinger. According to Sheriff Landers, the two had been divorced for 7 months. A photo of the Office of Ohio Attorney General. Alma Knopfsinger, 29, was found beaten to death inside her Oakland, Ohio home in November 17th of 1981. Deputy Rob Garcia and Brian Hannenkrat have put a lot of man-hours into this cold case over the past several months, along with cold case investigators that were brought to assist our office. I commend them for their dedication in seeing this through. I'm pleased to know the healing process can start for Alma's family. The press release did not indicate a possible motive for the killing. The case is a subject matter for an upcoming episode of the TNT network television series Cold Justice, which is set to air August 8th. The title of the episode is Second Thoughts. So that's always good to see a murderer brought to justice, even if it's, even if it's late. Dateline, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Fort Wayne police found around 4 ounces of synthetic cannabinoid or spice during a raid Thursday that included Police Chief Gary Hamilton. The raid at a home located at 2014 Thompson Avenue was conducted after a lengthy investigation by the Fort Wayne Police Department, when officers with the Emergency Services Team and Vice Narcotics Bureau served a search warrant. They found over 100 grams of the look-alike drug in an upstairs bedroom. They also found David Coker, 31, and Heather Bays, 22. Coker was arrested on 4 counts of dealing a look-alike drug and 1 count of maintaining a common nuisance. Bays was arrested and charged with maintaining a common nuisance. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an epidemic in this country. This synthetic marijuana, as it's known as, is one of the most dangerous drugs on the street. Causes seizures, causes all kinds of problems. Good to see some more of that off the street. Dateline. Warren, Indiana. 2 people are lucky to be alive after a pickup truck they were in crashed into the Salamone River. Happened shortly before 10:30 Thursday night, just outside of Warren. State police say the driver lost control for some reason and went off the road. The pickup ended up upside down in the river. A male and female were in the truck when it crashed. Police have not released their names or said who was driving. Both people involved were able to walk away, but were taken to the hospital as a precaution. From the evidence at the scene, it appears speed was a factor and also alcohol. From after accident investigation, said Trooper Joshua Thrasher from the United States Police. Diesel fuel leaked from the truck's 100-gallon tank while it was in the water. A hazmat team was called in place to place an absorbent sock downriver to help remove the fuel from the water. Lucky to be alive. All right, it's going to wrap it up for the news. I got so many stories here, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where to start. From immigration to the war in Israel. I don't know where to start. But I guess we'll find a place. Let's see here. Going down my list. Let's see here. We'll start with this. This really, oh, I got one of them sneezes where you feel like you have to sneeze. You even close your eyes, and then the sneeze doesn't come out. So my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. This really, this story really upset me. You know, we had the big news yesterday, 72-hour truce called by Israel for humanitarian reasons, which gave the terrorists just enough time terrorists just enough time to go down one of the tunnels, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, you know how Israel blockades Gaza to make sure weapons and, bad stuff doesn't come in. But they can't really stop, 2x4s and concrete and shingles and stuff from coming in. Well, they're finding out, and I don't know what the latest estimate is. I'm sure some of these tunnels are rumored to have cost upwards of $1 million each to construct, and they still haven't found them all. Some of these tunnels cost up to $1 million each. And used tons and tons and tons of concrete, that could have been used for buildings and housing and streets and sidewalks and retaining walls and all sorts of things could have been used for in Palestine. No, I'd like to see an estimate on how many tons of concrete was used in these tunnels. Oh, we had a truce last night, 72-hour truce. 90 minutes into the humanitarian, and you can't see my fingers in quotation, the humanitarian ceasefire, Hamas emerged from a terror tunnel, detonated a suicide bomb, and took one Jew hostage back through the tunnel. I'm not going to say it. I don't know how Israel does it. I'd be hard pressed not to wipe Gaza off the face of the earth. And I don't know how we do it in this country, how we tolerate terrorist sympathizers. It's not Israel's obligation to separate the civilians from the terrorists. It's the Palestinians' obligation to separate themselves from the terrorists. Hey, you want to die by an Israeli bomb when the terrorists shoot off a rocket out of your garage? Or would you rather die fighting evil? Would you rather die defending your family? Or are you just going to sit on your couch and wait for an Israeli rocket to land because the terrorists just shot a rocket out of your garage? I'm just saying. The scum in this country who are siding with Hamas and the Palestinian people and the terrorists. Now, don't get me wrong. I have some sympathy for the Palestinian people. I really do. But I don't care how many guys with guns come to my house and fill up a couple of my bedrooms with rockets. I'm not going to sit on my couch and wait for an Israeli bomb to land after they shoot a few of them off. I'm going to die defending my family and defending my home and defending my people and defending what's right. That's just me. Call me crazy. I have some sympathy for the Palestinian people, in particular the children. But I am also a realist. I am also a historian. War is an ugly, nasty business. The best thing you can do is meet your enemy with overwhelming force and wipe them off the face of the earth so that peace can begin. And if there are civilians caught up in it, you pray for them, you mourn them, and if necessary, you kill them. I'm sorry, that's war. And the scum in this country who are attacking Israel, hey, if the Palestinians don't want their children to die, then why don't they stand up and take on the terrorists themselves? Yeah, they're going to die, but maybe their children would survive that. I don't know. Like I said, I'd rather die defending my family and my home than waiting for an Israeli rocket or an Israeli bomb to drop because some scumbags just fired 7 rockets out of my garage. That's just me. A story, it's a short story, not a very long one. off of the shout out to the Gateway Pundit. Terror tunnels, Hamas